What a whirlwind independent bookstore weekend in Oklahoma City is. There were 20 participating bookstores, and you got stamps at each store with the goal of getting a minimum of 5, a maximum of 20, because you got entered into a giveaway in groups of 5. So my friends and I hit the ground running on Friday that weekend to start our collection. This is Bookish. There's Mandy and Lacey saying hello. Super cool vibes in Bookish. Gotta love those TVs. Very retro, very fun. And honestly, it's an exhausting weekend. We then headed off to floating because you really do have to time it out and figure out when everybody's open to make sure that you can get to as many as you would like to. Common Place is also here in downtown OKC. And then the next morning, we started off at Midwest City at Dream a Little Dream to say hello to them before we headed down to Moore and Norman for the last page. And, of course, the shop cat, who was completely unimpressed with us, by the way. Off to Speeding Bullet, the comic book store. And then another little hello, little break in front of the mural before we head into the lore in Norman. And then popped over to Green Feather to make sure we got that stamp as well. And Lost and Bound, all before lunch on Saturday. And then on my way home, I stopped at Bluebird and Best of Books in Edmond to make sure I got my stamps there. And I will say I got 16 out of 20 stamps. I call that a pretty successful independent bookstore weekend. There is everybody together and done.